and the last part of third section of this book. So there's multiple sections or chapters. There are totally 8 chapters, which also later it's going to come. We're going to cover about tips to improve one's chanting. And there are some frequently asked questions about chanting. Those things that are coming up later. But we are on the third completion of the third chapter on the offenses. And the next fourth chapter is going to be Namabhasa. We're chanting on the clearing stage. And then we'll discuss about the fifth chapter, Shuddha Nama. So today, you'll see the last offense, part of the 10th offense, which is the root cause of all offenses. Pramadha. Pramada means inattentiveness, being inattentive. Bhaktivinoda Thakur states that inattention or distraction while chanting is the root of all offenses. And as a passage from Bhaktivinoda Thakur has been um, extracted and we have in this book. Distraction in chanting produces a type of illusion causing serious offenses against the holy name that are very difficult to overcome. This illusion leads to craving for wealth, women, position, success, and even cheating. When these attractions cover the heart, the neophyte gradually loses interest in chanting the holy name. One must take a constant effort to drive these thoughts away from the mind and diligently follow the rules of Vaishnava etiquette. So this is directly from Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Um, the illusion leads to craving for wealth, women, position, success, and even cheating. When these attractions cover the heart, the neophyte gradually loses interest in chanting the holy name. One must take a constant effort to drive these thoughts away from the mind and diligently follow the rules of Vaishnava etiquette. Now, even though it says woman, so it also applies to the opposite gender, attraction to other men also is not good. This offense is said to be the root of all other offenses and anarthas. It is called pramada in Sanskrit, literally means madness, for it is I can't read this word, schizophrenic. To ask Krishna, you need to look into this meaning of this one. On one hand, and then to ignore him when he comes. This is why pramada means inattention or an indifference as well. Three kinds of inattentions have to be examined. So, what are the three kinds of inattentiveness? One is called audasinya, second is called jadya, and third one is called vikshepa. So let's see what's the first one is. Audasinya or indifference, lack of attraction. The ordinary person is attached to many things. Even while chanting, he feels attracted to them, thus remaining indifferent to the holy name. He may well chant 64 rounds, but his heart is not engaged and he feels not a drop of taste. Do you know this from your own experience? One has taken a shower and has observed the art. One was taken a shower and has observed the arati. And what comes next? Do you know this from your own experience? One has taken a shower and has observed the arati. And what comes next? Of course, the routine. The bead bags is grasped. But while chanting, no taste, not the least ecstasy is produced. The task to chant 16 rounds without interruptions seemed to be an insurmountable obstacle. Just to listen without thinking, planning, or doing anything else. The reason is attachment to material things, which draws our attention to Krishna. Now, the solution, how to give up this offense. What offense? The offense of indifference or lack of attraction. Solution: if one becomes inattentive and apathetic while chanting, he should immediately approach Vaishnavas who are free from material influence and chant with them. This helps to diminish one's attachment to material life. Inspired by the Vaishnava's behavior, one desired to give up this frailty. Gradually, the heart will develop attraction to the holy name as one becomes eager to taste the nectar of the holy name. It is very helpful to see how advanced devotees concentrate on chanting. Whoever saw Srila Prabhupada's chanting in pure love of God would become so touched in the heart that he wanted to chant in the same way. Advanced devotees recommend that we live and chant at a place where Krishna performed his pastimes, or near a tulasi plant, or in the association of Vaishnavas, visiting holy places of pilgrimage like Mayapur or Vrindavan is also important because by the spiritual atmosphere, these places provide new inspiration and strength for chanting. Last paragraph on this section. Another remedy is to carefully chant alone in a locked room. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur even recommends that the inattentive chanter cover his eyes, ears, and nose, helps to keep away any distraction and to fully concentrate on the holy name. By this means, the mind can be fixed entirely on the holy name, and soon all apathy will vanish, while attraction and taste are called forth. If you really have problems with chanting, then try it while driving as a passenger on the highway, for example. I don't want to continue reading this one because we'll take one dose per day to digest ourselves what we learned. So, out of three um, kinds of inattentiveness, we saw today lack of attraction, the first one. Because we have this attraction towards chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, therefore we are not able to focus on chanting. We get distracted. When we take the chanting beads and chant, that's when we really get a lot of new, wonderful, nice ideas, unfortunately, or fortunately. Even that may be related to Krishna consciousness, related to services, but what has been told here is not a recommendation to do so. When we are chanting, let's focus on the chanting alone, not to think about anything else other than just chanting. So the solution is chant with Vaishnavas who has no material desires, who has interest towards chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and improve ourselves in our chanting. We are trying to create that environment here, though not that we are completely free of material desires or very good in chanting, but we are trying to create that environment here in the morning time over here, where we all can gather and sincerely chant together, get that environment of bringing Mayapur, Vrindavan, Ayodhya into this Zoom call. All right, let's see if there is any discussions, questions, realizations. Thank you. Anyone? All the questions are answered. Vidyate hridaya grantihi chidyante sarva samshayah. Bhagavatam says we'll have no confusions in our heart. All our attachments are gone. Things are very clear. Paravare, drishte paravare. As soon as we see Krishna, everything will be cleared. that can happen when we chant nicely.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam Prabhu.
And about Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, in yesterday's Maharaja class, so there's a slide on respecting brahmanas, respecting educated, and the topmost was respecting devotion, right, Prabhu? So, is the understanding that people who are engaged in the 9 forms of devotion, they are to be respected the most? Is that the understanding, Prabhu?
Yeah, definitely. Everyone has to be respected, irrespective of whether they are devotees or non-devotees. Especially if there's devotees, there's an extra care has to be given, and carefully, because you don't want to commit offense to the Vaishnavas to ruin our devotional creeper. Therefore, devotees extra care has to be given. But in general, yes, we have to give respect to brahmanas, everyone for that matter.
Sure, Prabhu.
If we are not able to give respect to the devotees, Vaishnavas, but we are doing wonderful services, that's not going to please Krishna. It doesn't matter how great services we are doing. We have to have respect for the devotees. And there could be a difference of opinion, definitely. Not that we are all of one type and nature. We all are different. Everyone has a different idea of how they want to do a particular service. Even for that matter, you give a class, one may be thinking that this class could have been given in this way, or this kirtan, or anything for that matter. Everyone has a different way of seeing things, could have been presented differently in whatever it is. But we just respect that individual's decisions, thoughts, and services, and just move on. There's no point in just debating what is right and what is wrong here, because according to each individual, they're always correct. But when we think like that, we should not think others are wrong. That's a catch there. Yata drishti, tata srishti. There's a saying that yata drishti, tata drishti. The srishti means yata, how much our vision we see, so much our difference of creation that get generated. Different vision, different production or creation. Everyone has different vision, and the outcome is really different. So we have to understand that we are in this world of yata drishti, tata srishti. Therefore, we respect others. All right.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Okay, if there's nothing, we should continue probably chanting. Anyone else before we talk? One thing I came up, I was just seeing in Bhagavatam, this particular sloka. Um, let me let me read that sloka. Yeah, this is from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 4th chapter, 12th verse. Doshan pareshami guneshu sadhavah grananti kichin bhavadrisho dvija gunamsha pulgun bahuli karishnavaha mahatvams teshu avidat bhavan agam. So this is a one that comes from a conversation between Sati and Daksha, where Sati is telling to her father, biological father, that, oh, Brahmana, saintly person, see that faults are capable of being transformed into a good qualities, and see good qualities that not the fault. You are the opposite. The best person magnify even measure good qualities in another person. You see only fault in others. So this is a beautiful purport. When you have time, please go through this one. It's 4.4.12. 4.4.12. Nice one to learn about this fault finding or losing respect. Let me see if I have I can share this. Oh, don't want to screen. Oh, if I share, then I can. Looks like anyway. Anything else? Anyone?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam.
Dandavad.
Prabhuji, so when we've advanced or at least try to progress in spirituality, the material desires start going away to some extent. But then sometimes situations come that you just again fall down and we again try to get up to decrease. So, like, is this okay to some extent? And to how much, like, is that we understand that there's no time limit for all these things, but like, if this happens like on and off, then how should we understand? Is this Krishna's mercy or this is some arrangement? Or how should we understand this?
It's part of program. This program of practice of bhakti is not always linear on one line, straight line, where you go up straight. There are souls and great souls where their life is linear, just goes one straight line. Whereas in general, most of us, we are this zigzag line where we go up, we go down, we go up, raise up, again go down. But then the good news is that is going upward. It's not going down, or it's not a line, straight line, horizontal straight line. So but the thing is that we learn from, when we go down, we learn from that particular mistake. That lesson should be a new lesson, not the lesson we already learned. So we don't commit the same mistake. So we try to focus more on developing a taste towards chanting and the association of devotees. In that way, we are safe and we don't fall down. So there is really nothing called fall down for devotees in one sense. They are learning and progressing. As they progress, they don't come down to commit the same mistakes. So attractions and all those things are there. That's where we have to take shelter of devotees and chanting Hare Krishna sincerely. And those things will also go away. And that's what nectar of devotion, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami says these things. What are the benefits, 5 benefits of bhakti or chanting? By doing this one, those things, anarthas, will go away. And we have to have that particular faith that yes, me chanting will remove all these anarthas and I can fix myself in a Krishna consciousness.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. I just wanted to share that there is along with the support of Google, there is this new search engine, HareKrishnaSearch.com.
Yes.
So that will be like useful for everyone to know.
Yes, we got that information. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yamala Radhika Mataji shared that with the team. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, in recently we were reading Bhagavatam, reading evening everyday reading, we were reading about Salva's fight with Pradyumna.
What fight?
Shalva.
Shalva's fight. Okay.
So, and also, in Ramayana, even Lakshmana got wounded, right, Prabhu? So both Ravana and Shalva, they got boons from Lord Shiva,
Mhm.
right? And both Pradyumna and Lakshmana, they are, uh, they are, very powerful personalities and incarnations of the Lord, right, Prabhu? So, but they, they got wounded in the battle. So, is the understanding that because Lord Shiva is a very powerful devotee, is considered the number one Vaishnava. The Lord wants to show the devotees. Power, like those who are blessed by Lord Shiva, um, to in order to to show how powerful he is, the even the incarnations get kind of wounded in the battle. Is that kind of understanding, Prabhu?
Yeah, I mean, many times that's a correct understanding. And they're also playing the role of that particular pastime. They want to, they not necessarily they have to bound to be like that, being the incarnation of the Lord, but they don't want to do something different than the purpose of coming there and exhibiting that pastime. That's another reason too. Otherwise, just when um, when Samudra Devata told Rama was upset with Samudra Devata and he was ready to shoot an arrow on Samudra Devata. And then finally, Samudra came in front and asked seek for forgiveness. And but Rama said, "Well, listen, I got to release this one, this arrow which I've already loaded. So what do you want me to do?" And then Samudra Devata requested that there are some people who are Rakshasas and they are misusing my water and etc. etc. You please finish them. Standing on the seashore on this side of Lanka, somewhere hundreds and thousands of miles away, Rama shot the arrow and killed those people, those Rakshasas, or yeah, Rakshasa, and finished them. The question is, when Rama can kill someone who's totally hundreds and thousands of miles away, was it not possible for Rama to just be in that side and just shoot an arrow to kill Ravana? It would have been easy. Just imagine. But Rama just did not do that one. Rather, he built the bridge and walked over there and sent a messenger and did all sort of things. And finally, it took 7 days to kill Ravana. When he can kill people of thousands miles away from one place, why can't he do this one? Very easy for him to do. But he was bound for this reason that he's performing pastime as a human, number one. And of course, there's as you said, there's a bone thing comes into the picture. He want to respect, like how Hiranyakashipu could have, the Lord does not need to go through this morning time and not morning, not evening, not inside, not outside, not without weapon, not with this one, not with snake. He doesn't need to follow the boon that been given to Hiranyakashipu by Lord Brahma. But he respected Brahma's boon given to Hiranyakashipu because otherwise people will disrespect the Devatas. There's no point in the Vedas then. So Krishna very carefully also respected that let's honor that also and take care of this one also. So yes, these are two things why the Lord does things like that.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
When Ravana came to lift Lakshmana, he was not able to lift Lakshmana. He just gave up and went. But then Hanuman came, he just lifted Lakshmana from the spot and went. It's just a mode that shows that very clearly shares that when someone has been attacked by an arrow and fallen unconsciously, in case of Lakshmana, what does that person know? He doesn't know anything. He's unconscious, right? But Ravana came to lift Lakshmana and go away. He was not able to lift Lakshmana at all. He just Lakshmi. You just imagine Ravana lifted was ready to lift Kailash, Mount Kailash, right? So he couldn't lift Lakshmana. He went away. But then Hanuman came, circumambulated Lakshmana, and paid his prayers to him, and easily lifted Lakshmana and went. That itself shows very clearly that it's all pastimes of the Lord in the form of Lakshmana, Rama, and so forth.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavad Pranam, Prabhu. I have a question on
Can you speak little louder? Can you speak little louder?
Yeah. Prabhupada Maharaj lecture on first day, Prabhu. So there are some questions he's answering, and as part of that, he mentioned that Yashoda Mataji is Shakti avatar. Wanted to understand because she's not living Jiva, rather she's Shakti, and all he mentioned, Prabhu. So can you expand, Prabhu? Means in that way, means can we treat like all Yashoda Mataji and Nand Maharaj and all Shakti, rather Jiva, Prabhu?
Yeah, there are different jivas, whereas there are jivatmas or who are on the spiritual plane. For example, of what you just said, Yashoda Mai, Nanda Maharaj, and all the gopis, they were all on the spiritual plane, and they are not like conditioned by karma like Baddhatmas. We are all Baddhatmas. They are not Baddhatmas. They are Nitya Suris. They are all eternally associated with Krishna. They are not conditioned by Jivatma. They are not conditioned by karma vasanas. They have no connection to this material world, but they come down to perform these pastimes over in this world. They are special entities over there, Krishna energy, in the spiritual world. Like how we have the Vaikuntha, how we have Adishesha, Garuda, all those great Vishwakshena. Likewise, in Goloka, Krishna's pastimes goes on. You will be surprised. Even Krishna's pastime of killing Agasura, Trinavarta, those asuras, those pastimes also happens over there. But that does not mean they are all evil. For the pleasure of Krishna, those things continuously happen over there in the spiritual world. Anything else? If not, we have 1 minute. I just want to make a small announcement, a good news. In our group, this aspiring devotees group, we have 2 devotees who are committed to take up Krishna consciousness to the next level of wanting to commit themselves formally connected to Krishna's family, and they are getting initiated tomorrow here in St. Louis by His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj. They are Ashok Prabhu and Pedana Prabhu. Please join me to congratulate them and wish them good luck. Tomorrow is their initiation. Please do come and participate and give your blessings to them. And it's nice to see that from this group, a couple of them are going to taking next level, going to the next level. Next level doesn't mean that they are now initiated. Does not mean that they are in some high position. Now they are officially going to be servant of Krishna. That is their official commitment starting tomorrow. Now these 2 devotees doesn't need any special introduction because they are humble by nature itself. They are humble personification. But I'm just trying to understand how lower can you go to show yourself you're humble after initiation. That's going to be mind blowing for me to see how they are going to be after initiation, because they're already in the topmost platform of showing an example how to be humble. And tomorrow I'm just it's going to be a surprise for all of us. How's they going to be? What else you can talk about these two nice devotees? They're wonderful. I know them for quite few years now, and they are stable in their practice, in their services, and they're committed to Srila Prabhupada, and they understand the Guru Tattva and how important it is in their life. And I just have to tell this one that Peddana Prabhu was so desperate that he wants to get initiated, but he didn't have a IDC in ISKCON disciple course certificate. But he's joined Ramacharya Prabhu's course, which is going to take another few more weeks to finish. But Maharaj is not going to initiate without IDC certificate. So I gave him a website where he went and he did all this thing in just two days, online thing, and he made it yesterday. He did the course and he passed the exam. That shows how much he was taken Krishna consciousness seriously. And when it comes to Ashok Prabhu, what can I say? He said, Prabhu, I just cannot wait any further. The days are catching up. We never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So I don't want to take risk. Now that I got connected to Krishna consciousness, I don't want to come again next lifetime or start from where I left, and all those things is going to be uncertain. So I want to get initiated. That's all I want to do. Please help me. So here he is. It's just fortunate to have such nice, wonderful devotees among us as living example of what dedication means, how serious one should be, and how humble one should be. These are beautiful devotees. I sincerely pray for their successful Krishna consciousness and wonderful initiation ceremony tomorrow. Please, you all join us tomorrow to congratulate them and bless them. Hare Krishna. Thank you. With that said, we can all meet tomorrow again at 5 o'clock. And I request Ashok Prabhu, Vedana Prabhu to be part of chanting tomorrow. Shanta Mataji, if you can accommodate that, please, along with others. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.